I'm Chef Mike Moses. Welcome to my kitchen and welcome to Pizza Night. That's right, we're going to make pizza and I'm going to show you how to do it from scratch coming up. If you like this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you would like to see more, please subscribe. And I always welcome your comments in the section below. To make a homemade pizza from scratch, we need to do a few things. We need to make our sauce, we need to make our dough, and we need to decide what to go on the pizza. You can put almost anything you want on a pizza. I'm gonna make two pizzas tonight. The first pizza I'm gonna make for you is basically a vegetarian pizza. It's got tomatoes, it's got a homemade tomato sauce with a little bit of heat, and of course mozzarella cheese. Also, the second one is going to be a chicken barbecue pizza. And all that is going to start right now with this little puppy right here. First thing we have to do is get our yeast activated. So I've got my sugar and my salt. Pour that in the water. Get it nice and dissolved. The water wants to be lukewarm, about 100, 110 degrees. Add the yeast. It's all mixed up. We'll let the yeast sit for 20 to 25 minutes. That way it will get a chance to bloom and grow and be able to put lots of air in our pizza dough. To make our sauce, you want half a can of unsalted diced tomatoes. Put those in your pot. Turn your temperature on to high. Remember my season to taste video? We're gonna do the same thing with the tomatoes, season to taste. Pepper. We're going to add about a teaspoon of fresh dried oregano. Stir that in. And you're going to want to add about 1/4 of a teaspoon of red chili flakes. That's to give your spaghetti sauce a little zing, a little heat. So we're going to let this reduce by half. So it's going to get up boiling on the stove. Probably about 15-20 minutes. It should be reduced by half, and then we'll let it cool so we can put it on our pizza. And of course, I never throw anything away, so the remaining tomatoes in my can, I'll use those in another recipe. I'll just put those in a container, seal it up, put it in the fridge, make sure I mark the date on it. Time to make the pizza dough. We've got our 3½ cups of flour, our bloomed yeast, and the bowl in which we're going to mix it all in. First thing I do is add the yeast to the bowl. Then we want to add about half the flour. Start mixing that around. Then we add our 2 tablespoons of olive oil. All right. Helps spin the bowl. Now we're going to add the rest of the flour, reserving about 1/2 cup. Put them in your hands, make sure they're nice and floured, and then we're going to start kneading. Didn't we do this with the brown bread? I think we did. Definitely a different feel. Once you feel it's incorporated and it's not that sticky anymore, you want to take your remaining flour, put it on your board, and then you want to start kneading your dough. Pizza sauce is done. Still kneading. I want to do this for about 5 or 6 minutes. But then we're going to let it proof and rest. So I'm going to fold it up into a ball. Okay, we've got our pizza dough in a nice ball. And we're going to put that in an ungreased pan. We're going to let that rise and proof up for about an hour. And as you can tell, our pizza sauce is about half of what we started with the tomatoes. They're all broken down nicely. Very nice taste to it, oregano, a little bit of heat. That's gonna be our base for our pizza. Let's get our mise en place ready for our pizzas. Now, one thing to remember with artisan pizzas, it's a thin crust and everything should be very light because we're gonna cook at an extremely high temperature. It's about 550 degrees. So it only takes about 3 or 4 minutes to cook. And if that's the case, you don't want a thick piece of mushroom or a big thick piece of tomato on there because it won't cook. We're gonna prepare our vegetables for the vegetable pizza. First thing, tomatoes on the vine. If you get a chance to buy them, if you want taste, these are the tastiest. And we're gonna slice this very thin. First in half, and then really thin slices. As you can see, you can almost see through it. It's very, very thin. And the purpose for that is so that it will cook fast. All right. Same with the peppers. Nice and thin. King oyster mushroom, we want to do the same thing. Take the bottom off, and then you want really thin slices. And I'm going to add some enoki mushrooms. And these are a lot of fun because all I have to do is basically, there, I'm done. These sprinkle really nicely on your pizza. And I'll add a couple of black oyster. For my chicken pizza, I've got some pre-cooked chicken breasts that we had. Again, you want them thin. Time to assemble some pizzas. First of all, we've got our dough, which has risen. It's doubled in size. I'll put a little flour on my cutting board and dump her out. This is actually going to make 2 pizzas. So we'll cut it in half, start working it. And get one of our pizza pans. Put her on. And now's the fun part because you've got to have patience as you slowly go around and around and around, expanding your pizza all the time. Now it is an artisan pizza, by the way, so it's not perfectly round. All right, there's one pizza crust ready. And we'll get the other one ready here. Now these are gonna go into a 550 degree oven, probably for anywhere from 5 to 8 minutes, depending upon how fast your mozzarella melts. There's our 2 pizza crusts ready to go. First thing we're going to do, preheat our oven to 550 degrees. Now, if you don't have a convection oven, just put 1 pizza in at a time. If you have a convection oven, you can put 2 in. All right, time now to assemble our pizza. We'll get some of our base, our nice pizza sauce. This is with the tomatoes and the oregano and the chili peppers. This is our vegetarian, so we're going to put down some shallots and our tomatoes. You don't have to be fancy about how you put them down because you want everybody to have some in a bite. Peppers, nice and thin. Some of our black mushrooms, our oyster mushrooms, and the enoki. And then the mozzarella cheese. You just want to pull it apart. So that's our vegetarian pizza ready to go. Now we'll do our barbecue chicken. Put down another base of tomato sauce. And now for some barbecue sauce. You can use whatever kind of sauce you want. I prefer a smoky barbecue sauce. There. Okay, these 2 pizzas are going to go in the oven, 550 degrees, probably 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes in a 550 degree oven and we have pizza. It's 1 barbecue chicken and 1 vegetarian mushroom. Hope you enjoy them. If you like this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And I post videos like this every week, so please subscribe. Also, if you'd like more information, head over to my blog, thepersonalchef.blog, where I post this recipe that you can print off. Thank you very much for watching. I look forward to helping you cook better, eat healthier, and shop smarter.